Alright, boys and girls, I'm about to show you a Seesaw digital art project assignment that you can work on. It's about evergreens and creating a simple landscape around it. And here are just a few evergreen trees. Alright, boys and girls, we are going to do and look for the activity entitled Pine Tree in Nature. I'm going to find it in the classroom activities. This is my art class, practice class. Go to the activities page and I'm going to see this. Pine tree in nature. Please see the attached pine trees. Pine trees are evergreen and the needles always stay green throughout winter. Pick one of the pine trees and complete the digital image with color in the Seesaw website. Add a foreground and a background, add color, designs, details to your evergreen tree. Please add details to everything and anything that surrounds it. Consider adding interesting animals, birds, homes, the sun, the moon, you decide. Consider using the highlighter tool in order to fill in color easily. It's a great tool for adding layers of color. And I'm going to click on Add Response. I am a sample student. And here we go. Now, I think I might add a background right away here on the left-hand side to show kind of where the edge of the image is. I kind of like the blue. Now, let's see. I think I'd like to add the ground. I'm going to start with this little pencil, or maybe it's a little marker, but I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. I don't want a blue area for my ground, so maybe I'll do a green. All right, here we go. I picked the largest marker, and I'm going to make a little hill here. And, oh, those will dip down. And I'm going to cover, make sure you give your tree the ground to stand on. And here's my little hill. Now that I've got the first layer of color down, I'm going to choose a background color. And I want to try and match this beautiful sky here, but I need to use a different tool. I'm thinking, how about the highlighter? Oh, I don't want yellow, so I'm going over here to the right, and I'm going to pick a light, beautiful sky color. Let's see, largest, right there. And here I go. Ooh, I like that color. I'm just going to kind of go around this sky. And I'm going to keep adding a little bit of this bluish, beautiful sky color. Now, don't worry about it having different layers of color in here. It could be the clouds. You can always go back and erase parts you don't like. Now that I've erased that, I want to fix it. I'm going to have to go back into this. And I don't know if I can find that color exactly. Let's see. Nope, I cannot find the color. So I'm going to change this color. I actually prefer the darker color to this one, but that's okay. Here we go. I might change it again later. So here's my little hill with my pine tree on it. And I'm going to go back into the highlighter and add my sky. So instead of using the eraser, I could have used the back button, which I probably should have done. Don't want to go into that too much. You see how I can layer up the sky pretty nicely with this tool. If you make a mistake, there is a tool back here. It's like a back button. Okay, and I'm going back and forth in here. I'm going to get a little bit closer to this tree. I probably could even go over the tree. And maybe I will. So you could go around the tree with this beautiful blue cloudy color. Or you could go right into it. I think I'll lighten it a little bit, just a little bit. Here we go. I'm just gonna go, ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna go over this tree with this highlighter. A highlighter is a tool that's very, very light, and it doesn't cover up letters or black lines. So you can kind of still get the feel of the original tree. And here we go. Now I've got this beautiful light blue color in here. And maybe I'll add some more clouds with it. Change my background around a little. Now, I'd like to try and get the inside of this tree to be a little brown. Let's see how my tools look. I'm going to try a smaller tool. Oh, that works. Now you have to be very steady. And if you make a mistake, you might want to, I kind of like the dots. So, boys and girls, you're going to fill in the tree and create some interesting little animals or designs around it. All right, you can see I'm starting to fill in some of the pine tree bark. I'm going much faster than I would in person. I sped up the tape. Of course, there's pine needles, and you can see that I'm using different sized highlighters to fill in the needles. And once I've sort of completed this, I'd like to add the sun. You can change the color of the sun by clicking on those three little dots. You can always erase any little mistakes you feel. Here's my little happy sun. You could have animals, houses, birds, clouds, other trees. I'm trying to add another hill back here. It's kind of hard to fit them together at times. So I'm going to try different colors. I don't think that works. I'm going to erase. Here's a cute little heart. Change the color of it. Something cheerful for these little animals. And now that I look at it, I didn't think it was necessary for me to put that blue background. I could have filled that in with the highlighter tool. You can take rectangles and triangles to create buildings if you'd like, simply. It's a lot of fun, and there's so many different tools to work with. If you have questions while you're working, don't be afraid to ask. All right, boys and girls, be creative, have fun, use your imagination, and make sure you submit it back to me when it's finished. Save it as a draft or submit it with the green circle and the white check mark. Thank you. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself on Seesaw.